Knopf Clipper, hi friends, Darth Momo here, and we're going to talk about the 4th, 5th, and 6th episodes of Andor Season 2. I'm a little underwhelmed, honestly. They were okay. I think the 4th and the 5th episodes were a little better than the 1st and 2nd episodes, but the 6th episode didn't necessarily have the payoff that I thought the 3rd episode did last week. And even just comparing to season 1, some of the moments like One Way Out, or Riggs Road, or the Aldani heist, I didn't think that this kind of arc finale lived up to that. There were some tense moments, sure, but it didn't necessarily feel like it stood on its own or went out with a bang like it could have. I'd probably give the episodes maybe a 7 out of 10. It revolves a lot around the Gormans. Cyril's kind of trying to work his way in with their building resistance. And then we also see Wilman Pock with Saw Gerrera. That was interesting. And they were on Dakar. I'll say that was kind of cool. And then we have Andor. He tries to investigate, or he tries to kind of dip his toes in with Gorman, see what's going on, and whether him and Luthen should get involved or not. And then we've got the whole side arc the whole story with Bix. She's kind of drugging herself. She's still kind of having dreams, but then it ends with her taking out Dr. Gorst. I'll admit, I liked that. That was kind of cool. Mon Mothma, we don't focus on her too much. Just a couple scenes here or there. And then Luthen's trying to plant his feet in Gorman. And then there's a listening device in an art piece that they gave to Davos Golden that they've got to try to get out. Lots of small stories, actually. Now that I'm trying to think about this and play it all out, there's lots of small stories, not a couple big plot lines. Cinta bites the bullet. It was in an unceremonious way, just like with Brasso last week. I was kind of surprised by that. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that to happen, but I guess I probably shouldn't be surprised at any more character deaths now. We've already killed off 2 characters, and I'm pretty certain we're going to kill off more. Saw Gerrera is a little crazy. It was interesting what they were doing with him. Krennic standoff with Mon Mothma, that was cool. I liked those scenes. Those were fun to watch. I hope we get more of that. I don't know if we will, but that would be cool. And then let's talk about the recast. Obviously, the news broke a couple weeks ago. We kind of knew this was going to happen. Benjamin Bratt as Bail Organa. Yes, I know he's only had one scene, and it sounds like we're going to get more of him down the road, but just this one scene, I'm sorry, it doesn't feel like Bail Organa. It doesn't feel like Jimmy Smits. I get it. Jimmy Smits was unavailable. They want to have a core founder of the Rebel Alliance part of the show. I get it. It sucks. I don't know why they couldn't work it out after the principal of photography picked back up after the strikes. He didn't really have anything going on. I know he had things going on during initial photography. I guess I don't know for sure about when the strikes resumed. I don't know, but that's my guess. I'm sorry, it doesn't feel like Jimmy Smits, and I would have preferred that they just wrote him out. It's going to be really jarring watching Jimmy Smits in 2 and 3 and Kenobi, and then we go to this guy, and then we go to Rogue One where it's Jimmy Smits. At the very least, I hope they give him his Rogue One costume, either his Rogue One costume or his Kenobi costume in the next few episodes. They didn't really do, to me, they didn't do as well as they could have with trying to make him look like Jimmy Smits, but oh well. Those are my thoughts. Yeah, I guess we'll see where the Gorman stuff goes next week. I'm guessing that's when it's all going to explode. I did say though, I want to say I like Cyril's story in this. It was kind of cool getting him prominent. What was another thing I was going to bring up? Oh, what was that weird scene in the Senate where some random guy is in the middle podium thing and they're like chanting like a Pledge of Allegiance or something? I don't know. Why wasn't that Masameda? Yeah, that was kind of weird. I don't know. Andor's okay. I guess one thing I would say is just going through this, like, it really doesn't feel like Star Wars. Like, season one was a different flavor of Star Wars, but it still felt kind of like Star Wars. Season two so far has felt kind of different. And I would say go as far as to say even these episodes feel a little bit more different than last week, but we'll see. There's still some interesting stuff going on. I'm kind of liking what they're doing with the ISB. I love certain fun character interactions like we got with Krennic and Mon Mothma. We've got 6 episodes left. We'll see what happens. Hopefully next week's episode will build off of this one better than this week did off of last week, and it won't be as jarring of a time jump as this episode did. It wasn't too jarring, but it's still a little like, okay, we're clearly missing pieces. Like I said, though, I think I'll give the 3 episodes collectively a 7 out of 10. Otherwise, we'll see you back, I guess, Sunday for Tales of the Underworld, and then we'll be back Tuesday for Andor. Thank you guys for joining in. Darth Momo out, and may the Force be with you. Always. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. If you liked the video, comment down below and hit that like button. Oh, and check out some of my other videos. I'm sure you'll find them a delight.